What is going on, you guys? Your Winnipeg Jets champions are right here, and we are ready for a successful offseason. Let's sim to the draft. We have a lot of big questions to go on this offseason. Number one, though, that we're doing for sure is we're re-signing Blake Wheeler. He deserved it. Blake Wheeler, every time he scored a goal in the playoffs, we won that game for sure. So here's the draft lottery. We do not have any of these picks. There are some players I did scout that I would like to take a look at. Maybe we move up. I don't know. Let's check out retired players. Maybe we lost Big Buff. Nicholas Cronwall and Nicholas Grossman are both gone. Perfect. We wanted them gone. So Nicholas Grossman did not get a chance to hoist the Stanley Cup, but Nicholas Cronwall did, and I bet he feels great about it. Let's check out see if any legends, like any like Sidney Crosby's or anything like that, retired. I doubt it. Jason Spezza retired. Mike Ribeiro retired. Thomas Vanek. Scott Hardnell for like the fifth time. Same with David Legwan, Alex Hemsky. Alexander Semin again retires. I wish they'd stay retired. Yuri Hoodler, Brian Campbell again. It's pretty much there's Nicholas Cronwall, Dennis Weidman, Teddy Purcell, anyone else with a big name. I'm not seeing anybody else with a big name. Yeah, really nobody else. Brad Richardson, Johnny Oduya, Derek McKenzie. Really nobody else huge. What about goaltending? Like Bobby Lou, probably he retired last season. I'm gonna be mad if it shows him retiring again because they keep coming back. Ryan Miller, Anthony Niemi, Mr. Universe, Jimmy Howard, and that's about it. Probably some other goalies here that you guys remember from a long time ago that I don't know about. There you guys go. Just in case you guys want to see them. And we're in the draft. I highly recommend you upgrade your trading block before the draft. It may give us an advantage going in. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's see. I'm okay with giving away our first round pick for this season. Now, I will keep our fourth and our other picks. We don't have much picks. Is there any players this season I'd be okay with dealing away with? Possibly, maybe. Actually, Brett Howden. We're actually gonna play him. No, Brett Howden. I'm playing Quentin Howden. Quentin Howden. He was sent down to the AHL. I don't know where he went. He's on here somewhere. Why do we still have Nicholas Cronwall? I said he retired. Go away. You retired, man. Just retire. We don't need you. He's got 1 year on his contract, though, so we're just going to release him. There's really no one else we really need to get rid of. I'll throw Wyatt Bear on there just for lulz, just for interest, and we're just going to it. Just like that, basically. And let's see who gets drafted. I doubt any of the players I have scattered are going to fall to number 30. So I'm going to check to see, though, anyways, and see if any of the players I have fell to 30. So anyway, I can see, players I... Okay, right there, pinned players. So Ekholm is predicted to go first overall. I scouted him pretty well. He looks like he's going to be pretty good. Now, they say a high chance of being a bottom six forward. He's 20 years old. He has a chance to be really good. He's a left-wing sniper. I would love to trade up for him, but I don't feel like it's necessary for us to trade up for him. Now, look how stupid I'm going to be if he's like a 90 overall, which that's not going to happen, though. There is one guy I'm really interested in getting, and that's Gilbert LeBlanc. He looks like he's going to be pretty decent. He's 19 years old. Projected to go in the top 10. Same with Colin Wright. If I could get either one of those, it'd be great. But I don't feel like we necessarily can trade up to them. I also wanted Brett Fritz for the AHL. He's a center power forward. He's pretty big, 6'3", 201 pounds, so he's going to be pretty strong on the puck. Unfortunately, we won't be able to get either one of those. So probably in their second round, we'd probably be looking at this Trendverse guy. I want a sniper. So there's really, unless someone falls, there's not going to be any amazing snipers in the draft. So maybe I want to see what that Ekholm guy's potential is. If he's franchised, we'll be really disappointed. So let's check. Let's just sim pick. He goes to Ottawa, so he's only a top 9, really. So he was really kind of glad we didn't get him. New Jersey, top 9. Really, all these prospects really aren't that good. High top 6. So we're gonna sim these are low. So okay, what team? Ottawa and New Jersey and New York. So we'll check them out. So sim the user pick, and I'm going to check to see those guys that I wanted, what team they went to, and check their overalls and see if we should trade it up for them. If not, oh, big whoop, we have a pretty good team, and we won the Stanley Cup. Let's check, so, let's see what they fell to. So, check Ottawa. Oh, they were both elite, too, medium elite. Wow, they fell low in the draft. We could have got them. Well, no, they went 6 and 7. We would have waited too long. Let's see if there's anybody here that no one else was going to get. Maybe someone fell lower. Actually, I don't see anybody. Okay, scouts, this is where you guys are going to help us out here. So, this power forward, Jesper Timander, 6'1", 195 pounds, 19 years of age. Probably play down in the AHL for us. And then this guy, Stefan Pressberg, he's a grinder. He's 18. I want to take the 19-year-old. I feel like he'd be more ready to play. He's older, maybe had more experience in the Swedish Hockey League. I think that's where he came from, the AHL. I don't know if it's a Swedish Hockey League or not, but I'm going to call it Swedish Hockey League. Richardson's a sniper, but he's 18. Doesn't really have that much potential. We'll take this Timander guy. Hopefully he's good. Maybe he's a steal. What was he? Let's check to see. Timander. Top 6. That's a medium top 6 forward. That's actually pretty good. Can we actually see what Ottawa's guy they just drafted is? Like, I would like to see Ottawa Senators. Like, can we see what his overall is? I doubt it because they haven't had a chance to sign him. Yeah, we can. 69 overall. Really not that good. So, what were those other two snipers? What teams did they go to? They went to, I believe they went, so San Jose for Lebec, and Dimitrov was another one, Minnesota, and then Chicago, so for right. So we're going to start off by checking San Jose, then Minnesota, and Chicago. So let's check out San Jose for Lebec. San Jose for Lebec. Where is he at? 75 overall. He's pretty good. Let's check out, what was the other one? Minnesota and then Chicago. Where's Minnesota? They had Dimitriev or something like that. Dimitriev, yeah, 69 overall. He's decent. Pretty good. That one guy should have been a first round pick. And then Chicago had right 72 overall. That one guy was 75. He should have been drafted first. What about the guy we just drafted? Let's see what he is. Where is he at? Can we even see him yet? Timminger, 67 overall. That's not bad. He'd definitely be playing down there in the A for sure. So that's really not that bad. So I think our next pick is like in the 4th round. This is a pretty weak draft, so we're not going to worry about trading up for a pick. Because, I mean, we have a lot of prospects that we need to develop anyways in the developmental process right now. We don't necessarily need to go out and get anybody else in the draft. It's always great to have prospects, but as I said, like, we don't necessarily need anybody. We won the Stanley Cup. We have a young team. We do have some veterans that maybe enter in their last year, and we'll go from there. I say we take. We do need some left wings down there in the AHL. So is this Josh McFarland? Jack McFarland. So he's got low. I mean, he's got the AHL top 6 potential though. I don't want to take him. Let's take the right wing sniper. Is it Toget? Actually, no. We don't need any more snipers. We do have a lot of snipers on the right wing down there. Let's take Hedberg. He's a playmaker though. We don't need any more centers. You know what? No, we have no. We don't need any more centers. We're going to take McFarland. Maybe he's good. He probably has the AHL potential. Let's check to see just to make sure. Bottom 6. That's actually not that bad. So our next pick, I believe, is in the 6th round. I don't think we have a 5th round pick. I'm pretty sure it's in the 6th round. No, we do have a 5th round pick. So medium backup potential, really, or Knights. He went really late, which is fine. We don't necessarily need to go. We got Eric Comrie, man. Eric Comrie's a beast. Let's trust the scouts here. They say, I don't know, man. I mean, I'm thinking we take, like, these guys are projected to be undrafted, but I say we take We take a risk here. Depend on our scouts, man. Let's take. I like a two-way forward because worst case scenario will be a third liner down there in the AHL. Let's take Brown. Maybe he's better than what it says he is. Let's check. We do have a 6th round pick. I know that. AHL top 6. Yeah, so we're probably not going to use him. So we're just simming the user pick. I'll probably let the bots take it away from here because I'm pretty sure we don't have a 7th. Oh, okay. Our last pick is a 7th. So we'll make the last pick in the draft. We'll pick who's projected to go next. Nobody is. So we're depending on the scouts yet again. Actually, should we take a guy who's unknown? No, I'm not going to take that risk. I mean, he is a goaltender. Jessamine, he's a goaltender. And he played for the QMJHL, so he could be decent. He's 20 years old. Let's take him. Worst case scenario is he's nothing. AHL starter. That's not terrible. It's not going to be anybody we're going to use, but you know what? That's fine. We took a risk. He could have been like a medium backup, but I mean, I'm pretty sure he would have been taken by them, but you never know. So let's sim to the re-sign phase. We had some big contracts to negotiate this season, including Blake Wheeler, Tyler Myers, and a few others, man. So I'm like Blake Wheeler, man. He's probably gonna get re-signed. I'm not gonna lie. Depending on what he wants, he might get re-signed. We do have to sign Patrick Laine though, so we're gonna start by overall and go from there. So Blake Wheeler does need a contract. He's getting one for sure. Tyler Myers is someone I'm not quite sure of yet. Patrick Laine, on the other hand, he's at 85 now, so he is growing. He wants a 1-year deal at 4.3. Would you take a 2-year deal? He would, and it goes down. What if we give him a... I don't want to, like, rob him of money. So, I don't... Like, giving him, like, a 8-year deal for, like, 4.5 would be just, like, ripping him off. He's going to be really good. Let's give him a 3-year deal, because then he'll be in his prime, for 3.8. What about 3.75? For 3 years, I feel like that's pretty reasonable. That way he's in his prime and we can pay him those big bucks when he needs them. And by that time, Dustin Byfuglien's contract should be gone in 3 years. So Dustin Byfuglien's contract will be gone. So we can resign Patrick Laine and give him the money he deserves. Like William Nylander, I'll tell you what, Toronto gave us a great deal with him. They got him locked up for a while at $2.7 million. That's really great. How much does Blake Wheeler want? 6.7 for 5 years. I do not want to give him 5 years. I would love for Blake Wheeler to retire a Winnipeg Jet, but he's 32, man. That's asking too much. We're gonna have to come back to Blake Wheeler. We do have the cap space. We have 19 million in cap space. What's Tyler Myers want? That's pretty decent. A little bit cheaper than what he wanted last year. I mean, I don't know, man. We'll have to consider Tyler Myers. Adam Lowry, he's one we might want to resign. $4 million. I feel like he'd be the highest overpaid, like, 4th liner. He's a 3rd liner, but we play him on the 4th line. We don't necessarily have room for him. Maybe I don't tender him, see if we can get something from him. Brendan Lemieux, we're definitely going to re-sign him, for sure. He wants 2 years. He wants on a one-way deal. So he will be playing AHL, basically. Well, NHL or AHL. We're not going to be calling him up and sending him back down. He's going to play one all season. I'd be kind of okay with letting him play one more year in the AHL, but I'm not sure. Kosmachuk, how much does he want? Close to $3 million. I mean, that's not terrible. Quentin Howden, I mean, we don't necessarily need him. He was there for depth, and we actually didn't suffer any injuries, and injuries were on. So that really surprised me. Let's sign McFarland on our rookies. That way we can actually... Yeah, we're signing McFarland to a entry-level deal. Same with... I have to be careful because we're low on contracts. We have 46 out of 50. Well, then again, these guys... I don't know if they count or not. We won't sign Tim Evander yet. We'll give him like a year or so, or we'll see what else we're working with. Blake Wheeler and Tyler Myers are only 2 big pieces right now. I'm going to go ahead and throw Blake Wheeler a deal for 4 years would be... I want him for 3. 3, he'd be 35, and he'd be like starting to decline. I feel like 3 years is perfect, but for 7 million, would he take 6.8 for 3? I feel like that's fair. He may decline because he is our captain. We can't lose our captain. Tyler Myers, let's see for. I mean, you're 30. You're almost 30, so you're gonna stay 87 for quite a while. What if I give you 3 years for 5.2? I feel like that's fair. We'll save a little bit of money there, and we'll still have quite a bit of money to use elsewhere. Let me check goaltenders. The goaltenders. I think Eric Comrie and Hellebuck are good for a while. Yeah, everybody's good. All of our goalies are good, so that's actually pretty good. Good. So let's go ahead and advance today and see who we have and see who we don't have. So advanced day, we will hopefully have Blake Wheeler. Blake Wheeler did accept. Tyler Myers also accepted. Jack McFarland accepted. And Patrick Laine did accept. So that's great. We still have quite a bit of cap room to work with. So that's actually really good. So we do have just Adam Lowry. And here's the thing about Adam Lowry. Do we, like... Okay, this is where it gets aggravating. Do we sign him to what he wants? But the problem is, we can give him the free agency. We can tender his contract. If we tender his contract, he may not come back. Like, we had, who was it that did that? Armia. He never came back. We had to trade him away. But Adam Lowry could receive something. We could receive some compensation in return. What's the compensation for about $4 million? 4.25. 4.025. What? So about $4 million. What's the compensation for $4 million? Do they have a compensation chart? I can check. Yes, they do. 4 million. This year's first and third round picks. I'd be okay with that. No, it'd be this year's second round pick. I wouldn't be okay with that. A first round pick for Adam Lowry would be amazing, but I'm not willing to give him up for a second. I would tender him. I mean, we can tender him, see what someone offers him. I mean, he may want more out in free agency, though. That's what I'm thinking. He may want more. Like, because he's 26. He's not going to grow. I mean, he's got one more year of growth left. So what if we give him, for 1 year, we'll give him 3.5. That's really low compared to what he wants. We'll give him 3.6 for 1 year to see if he gets any better. I mean, he's a fourth liner. He's the best fourth liner we could possibly have, without a doubt. Lodge, you're not gonna get any better, man. You're gone. Let me go to RFAs and see who we got. Gustav Forsling, for sure we need to resign. Brendan Lemieux, another one we need to resign. How much cap? We only have $6 million in cap. I kind of hope Adam Lowry does not accept now. I mean, we really do have... We don't necessarily need anybody in free agency. That's the thing. But defense would be nice. Because we do need another defenseman. Because I don't think that... Where's he at? Jake Bean is going to be ready for the NHL quite yet. So we may need to get another defenseman. And that's kind of concerning. I really want to keep Brendan Lemieux, though. So we're going to... I don't want to qualify him. I really don't want to qualify him. Maybe we give him 1 year to prove himself at $2 million. Yeah, 2.50 is fine. 1 year, man. You got 1 year to prove yourself. Gustav Forsling. I mean, he probably wants a lot. No, he really doesn't. Can I get you for 2 years, man? You know, you're 78. You're going to be down there for another 2 to 3 years. Let's give you 3 years. And then you'll be up, and you'll be at your full potential, and you'll be ready for a good-sized contract. Chase Leo, we're qualify him. And Scott Koshmarchuk, I don't want to lose another third liner like that. He's not going to take another 1 year deal. It seems like 2 years is the cheapest. So we can... 2.3. No, what about 2? Exactly 2. For 2 years. He's not going to take that. He's not going to take that. But we can try. Okay, let's see if any of these guys take this. Hopefully they do. Adam Lowry, I kind of hope he doesn't. But I hope he does. So it's advanced day. And we should be able to tell. Adam Lowry actually accepted, really. Scott Cosman. Okay, so he did reject it. Brandon Lemieux accepted. Same with Gustav Forsling. So we actually came out pretty good right there. We only have $2 million in cap space. So, I mean, we can't afford. Man, we can't afford him. Like, we could offer him a contract, but we're going to be right there on the cap. And I would like another defenseman. Man, unless we hope Jake Bean's ready for the NHL. I don't necessarily think Jake Bean will get a jump, but if he does, he'll be ready for the NHL. I don't think he's going to be. We're going to tender him, and we'll match offer. I believe that's everybody that we need to worry about. UFAs. Yeah, that's everybody. So let's go ahead and take a look at free agency. And we're probably not going to make any moves. We don't need to make any moves. And we'll go from there and see. Let's see if he's not going to accept. We tendered him. We'll go to free agency and we'll go from there. Alright guys, here we are in free agency. I haven't looked at it yet. Let's see the big fish in free agency. And Jeff Skinner, really. Jeff Skinner, Adam Henrique, Matt Duchene, Gustav Nyquist, Derek Brassard, Kyle Turris is still a free agent. Brian Little, and then Scott Cott, and then it kind of jumps down from there. Jordy Ben's in there. The 1 year we don't have any cap space is the year we could have got Jeff Skinner for 7 years, or Adam Henrique for 3 years, or Matt Duchene for 7 years. We don't need that. We don't need it anymore. We're gonna have a good team. We want a Stanley Cup with the team we have now. We don't need this stacked team. Any good goalies fall to free agency for maybe like a good storyline? Cam Talbot, Anderson. Let me check to see if anybody slipped from the draft. Year 26, fringe starter, and nobody really slipped from the draft. Let me check skaters. Anybody really slipped from the draft? You're 20. No, 25. That's ours, obviously. I don't really see anybody that dropped out from the draft. Yeah, there's really nobody. So, yeah, it was a weak draft this year, surprisingly. So, there's really no moves we need to make in free agency. I'm looking at it. I don't want to sign another defenseman. Like, signing, like, Weber. What is it? Is it Mike Weber? Yeah, like, signing Mike Weber wouldn't be bad. But if he's only 81 overall, I would just rather call up Jake Bean. I mean, maybe find something like this. Like, Kevin Gravel. Something like that. Gravenel. He'd actually be pretty good to sign. We're actually gonna dish him a contract. Let's actually check out defensemen and see if we can find a top 6 defender, if not a depth defender. I say we get this guy. He's only 27. He's not gonna grow anymore, but he's a defensive D-man. Kevin, I mean, he's got a pretty good physical category. His defensive stats could be better, but he's cheap. He's really cheap. He's top 6, so we're actually gonna offer him a contract. He wants 2 years. We're gonna give him. I mean, I'm not gonna give him 7 years. We'll give him 2 years at. Yeah, we'll give him 2 years for 1.5. He'll definitely take that. And then we have our 6 defensemen, just in case Jake Bean isn't ready. And if he is ready, worst case scenario is, then that guy we'll probably trade him. I don't know. He should accept, though. I'm not even mad if he goes, okay, he did accept. Okay. So, basically, I guess we sim until either someone gets tendered, because there's really no moves we need to make this offseason. I would give you guys a chance to comment and see what moves we should make, but we don't need anything. Like, this is a boring offseason. We don't need anything. All the players we have are locked down. Patrick Laine is on a 3-year deal, or 2-year deal. That way he can prove himself. Whatever, I just signed them. I forgot to check progress reports. No, it's not too late. Good. Anybody grow a lot? I mean, Gustav Forsling, Josh Morrissey, they can still progress in the offseason. That's why I'm not worried about it. Because Brendan Lemieux could be at 85, and he could be playing third line. I kind of wish if Brendan Lemieux does get a boost, maybe we don't need Kosmachuk. But, we're going to wait till he gets... Someone offers something on him, and then we can't afford to... We're going to have to take it. It's going to be like a third-round pick, isn't it? I don't know. We'll see. So we're just going to advance and see what happens. Actually, yeah, we can't. So we're just going to advance to the end of free agency and go from there. Alright, guys, just a little thing that popped up when I was simming to the season. Ches Leo did accept our offer to qualify, so he will be back down at AHL again. Alright, guys, here's the owner goals for the new season. And, okay, I want us to earn at least 88% of my 9.756 expected profit. Team score needs to be a little nicer. I want us to boost team chemistry to a 92. And we need more club seats, upgrade club seating by 1 level. So we can probably do that. So here we are in the regular season, basically. Well, preseason, not in the regular season. Let's take a look at our team and see if anybody did get a jump. I really hope some players did. Like, cough, cough, Patrick Laine. Okay, here's the team. Patrick Laine is now at 85 overall, a second liner. And that's where he will play. He's got that small contract for $3 million for a few years until he gets to his prime. Then we're going to give him the big money. Mark Scheifele's finally at 88 overall. That's perfect. Blake Wheeler's starting to go down. That's concerning me. Maybe 3 years was too many. Starting to go down. Nikolai Ehlers 85. So Patrick Laine is definitely playing that second line right there. Tyler Johnson, I don't know where we're going to play him quite yet, but William Nylander is playing second line minutes right there. Now, will he be taking the faceoffs? Probably. His faceoffs are getting better. Adam Lowry's at 86 now, so we have pretty good centers, that's for sure. Tyler Johnson's a second liner, so he's probably still play first line left wing because Sam Bennett needs to play right here. Sam Bennett needs to get like that second line ice time. He's only 23. Sam Bennett can still get really good. He's got 1 year left on his deal. I don't know what we're gonna do with him in that 1 year because if we're not gonna use him, there's no point in keeping him because Adam Lowry's gonna pass him. I'm actually considering. I don't want to play Sam Bennett on the fourth line because he's a second liner. Adam Lowry is a third liner. So I really don't know, man. Marco Dano is right there playing left wing on the third line. He's actually a perfect third liner, two-way forward. Brendan Lemieux is a power forward third liner, so he's going to be playing his actual position. Marco Dano is an actual right wing. I will change him back. And let's check out our defense. And fourth line's not done yet. Big Buff did go down one. Tyler Myers, Jacob Trouba, Josh Morrissey, and Gravel. So I guess Jake Bean didn't get a boost. Let's see how good Eric Comrie is. 85 overall. Hell Buick is actually a higher overall now than Eric Comrie. So maybe we have a chance to make a big trade here to move one of these goalies. I don't think we should, though. Gustav Forsling's at 80 now, so he's going to be down there in the AHL as well. AHL team, wow. Joseph Quick, man. He's going to play one more year down here in the AHL as 85, and he'll probably be like a 90 before the end of the season. I don't know if it'll be that high. I have to do all this yet. Brett Howland will be getting first line time down here, though. Without a doubt. Getting the first line down here. Next is Dmitry Tereshov, who, I mean, I guess he could use some time down here before we send them back up and let Brendan Lemieux play up there now instead. He just didn't make the cut because our fourth line, I mean, we'll probably call him up. We'll send down Nick Patan and call him up. I mean, Kopp's going to get sent down. Maybe we'll call up Quick. I don't know, man. Quick's a third liner, though. What's with us having all these third liners, man? It's starting to concern. We don't need Kosmachuk. Looking at this, we don't need Kosmachuk. We literally don't need Kosmachuk. I'm looking at it now. We really don't. So I'm glad we kind of didn't keep him. We actually have a lot of extra players we don't necessarily need. I don't want to get rid of Marco Dano. As much as I talk about getting rid of him, we could actually move him now. Joseph Quick could play his position. I mean, because Marco Dano is a second liner. He should be playing here. He's not playing second line. He's playing third line time. But basically, yeah, we have a pretty good team. Brett Howland's a third liner as well. We don't need Adam Lowry. We could move Adam Lowry. I mean, there's so many things we could do with this team right now. We could move Sam Bennett, too. Because, I mean, he's been struggling on this team. We're not giving him the ice time he needs. He's only putting up 48 points. I mean, he had his best season. It's only 23, what am I saying? We can make some big moves with this team. But then the question is, who would we get? Let's check out defense down here. Jake Bean still only at 80, man. He didn't grow. That's concerning. Pashali. Our defensive core down here is going to be stacked. That is for sure. I'm going to get Gustav Forsling down here. Anybody scratched? Yeah, there's a few players I need to make sure get ice time. And they will get ice time for sure. And, yeah, so 81 overall. Wow. Our AHL team is stacked. See, we could move like Helbuik. I don't want to though, but we could. It's there, guys. It's there. If we have to at the trade deadline, move one of them to get a better player, which I don't see why we would. We can if we need to. You're gonna be playing here. I'm gonna do these lines, and then I'll show you guys the final lines in a second. All right, guys. This is the final team. It took me a while. Tyler Johnson, Mark Scheifele, Blake Wheeler, Nikolai Ehlers, William Nylander, Patrick Laine, who's probably gonna be a first liner at the end of the season. I kind of wish that we didn't re-sign Adam Lowry, which we're not going to re-sign Kosmachuk. We're going to trade him away. And this is going to be fun. We're going to make a good trade. Marco Dano, Sam Bennett, and Brendan Lemieux, which I have to swap these two. Brendan Lemieux's actual left winger. Marco Dano is actually a right winger who I have to switch back to right wing. He was always a right winger. Nick Patan, Adam Lowry, and Dmitry Tereshov. Now, what I'm considering doing, William Nylander sucks at faceoffs, but Nikolai Ehlers and Patrick Laine aren't good at faceoffs either. I don't want to play William Nylander on the third line because Sam Bennett has 81 faceoffs. So I really don't know what to do here unless we play Tyler Johnson on the third line because he's listed as a second liner as well. He can play in the third line. We play Patrick Laine on the first line, but his defensive category is still really low. I'm worried about that not getting any better. I don't want to rush Patrick Laine. I want him to take his time. But maybe we play William Nylander in the first line. But again, I want him to take his time too. They're really young. Patrick, half of our team's under 23. Like, Nikolai Ehlers, 23. William Nylander, 23. 21. 23. 23. 24. 24. 26. 22. And then our first line's old, besides Mark Scheifele. But basically in the defense, we do have Mark-Edward Vlasic, Dustin Byfuglien, Jacob Trouba, Tyler Myers, Josh Morrissey, and Kevin Granville? I think it's Gravel. Yeah, Gravel. Kevin Gravel. Jeez, that took me a while to say. Kevin Gravel, who is just basically there to go for the ride with us. He's a top 6 defensive pair, and he's just down there to make sure we have somebody. Now, fun fact, in the AHL, our team down here is pretty stacked for our AHL team. We have Christian Vesalainen, who's actually starting to progress. We drafted him 2 seasons ago. Nothing for 2 seasons in a row. He's progressing now. He's about to be 80 overall. Brett Howden, he's supposed to be in the NHL. We'll give him 1 more year down there, then we'll bring him up. Joseph Quick, he's supposed to be in the NHL. 1 more year down here, we'll bring him up. He could use a little bit of work on his physical category for a third liner. It's a 2-way forward. He's definitely going to get a call up eventually, just not this season. Harkins, he's NHL ready too. So we have a lot of expendable players here that we can get rid of in the next offseason. Andrew Kopp, Vitaly Zubov, Wyatt Bear. We have Dylan Dube, Vitaly Arborov, Jack McFarland, Chase DeLeo, and Sergei Bykov. Then we also have Pisani, who is at 81 overall. He's listed as a minor top 2, so he's fine. He's going to expect to be in the NHL next season. Jake Bean, I really hope he's NHL ready next season. Logan Stanley, he's going to be NHL ready next season. He's already a depth defenseman. He's going to be ready for the NHL next season, and we're going to have to give him ice time. Gustav Forsling, he could be ready next season as well, so we have to watch him. Sami Niku and Luke Green, who's almost ready as well. Our defensive development program I have going for us is going extremely well, and it's going a lot faster than I thought it was going to. So we actually have a lot of defensive prospects we can move. Christian Heljenko, he's actually getting really good. Like he slipped out of the draft and he was just in free agency. I signed him, medium backup goalie, 22 years old. Yeah, I signed him. He's 21 at the time, 81 overall. This guy's gonna be really good. He's a stud. Then we have our AHL goalie from last season down there as well. So we have a pretty good AHL team, if I do say so myself. We have a lot of people we can move, like Cedarhelm, which I'm going to keep him, though. He's ready to play down there, but I'll let him sit this season, and next season he'll be starting as we will call somebody up. Now, here's the thing we need to worry about. We don't need to worry about our future right now. We need to worry about getting back to the playoffs and doing the Stanley Cup again this year. That's important. We need to raise the Stanley Cup yet again this season. Now, we do have some moves we are going to make now. And it's Kosmachuk. What do we do with this guy? We can't afford him now. He's not going to tender. We can move him. And that's exactly what I plan on doing. We can find a team that needs him. I mean, look at our team, dude. Like, elite all the way down. I think I got too many. Let's check our defensive, like, how well, like, does our defense have value? Like, how much value does our prospects have? Like, but they have, some of them don't really have that much value. Like, Logan Stanley's got some good value, but I really want to keep Logan Stanley. Jake Bean doesn't have very much value. There's quite a few we could get rid of that we don't need, but I'm going to give it another year before we completely clean out our prospects. Give it another season, see how it goes. Now, Connor Helbig, 86 overall. Eric Comrie, 85. They're gonna be. We're gonna split the season in half with them, see who's the starting goalie, and go from there. Basically. Now, where's he at? Where is Kosmachuk at? Here he is. We could probably get a second round pick for him. 84, 25 years of age, third liner. He's got no money on his contract right now. We should have gave him a 2-year deal. I regret not giving him a 2-year deal. We gave him that 1-year deal so he can prove himself. He proved himself. I was going to re-sign him. He did great. He's a perfect third liner. It's just that we don't need him, and that's the problem. We don't have this cap space for him. We don't have the room for him. He needs third line ice time. We don't have that for him. I want to send him to a team that's going to use him. Send him to a team, not a team that's rebuilding. He won a Stanley Cup with us, so maybe sending him to a team that's rebuilding will be good. Maybe to Ottawa. Like, Ottawa, like, how's their third line doing on right wings? Like, do they need the right wing for a third line? They got Curtis Lazar. He's probably like a fourth liner, isn't he? Third line scoring forward. They could probably play him on the fourth line. So, they could use him. They didn't do too good last season, so their second round pick has some pretty high value. Maybe this would go through. No, they'd have more than 45 players in the organization, unfortunately. New York Islanders are hopeful, so we could send him their way. Maybe send someone young their way. They would have more than 45 skaters in the organization, unfortunately. Find someone who has low contracts. Maybe Montreal. They're a contender, though. I would like to send them to a team that could use a younger player. Minnesota, maybe? No, we do not want to send them to the Central Division team. Florida is hopeful. Maybe send him to Florida. Maybe he can help them make playoffs. More than 45 skaters in order. We cannot take anybody back. We literally can't take anybody back. I mean, is there any team that doesn't have 45 skaters in the organization? There's got to be a team. Chicago only has 45 contracts. Maybe Chicago would take him. No, but that's a Central Division team. We're not sending him to a Central Division team. Because that's going to come back to bite me. It always does. Maybe Washington. No, that's going to come back to bite me, man. I can't send him to the Central Division team. Anaheim wants him. They'd be more than happy, but they'd have too many contracts anyways. Arizona would like... Maybe we get like a younger player from Arizona. Like, are they willing to get rid of any... Thomas Fleshman? No. Like, if they want, like... I'd like to get someone wants... Like, maybe even a third would be great. But I feel like we could get a second for him. He's got quite a bit of trade value. Carolina, maybe? Maybe they interested in getting away someone decent? No. Goalies? No. I mean, they obviously have more than 45 skaters in the organization. We can take someone back, like a AHL guy back. Let's see. Geez, Noah Hannafin, man. He's growing fast. They have a lot of unsigned people there. Maybe take someone for our AHL team that we're not going to use. What about Clefbaum? He's got top 4 defensive potential. No more. We could use another left wing, but I feel like we have enough prospect as is. We'll just take a skater. We'll take McGregor. No, we sent McGregor their way anyways. They never signed them. We'll take this guy. Lowest guy with trade value we can take. This should go through. I hope it will. It did. Okay. I feel like we could have got more for him now, but you know what? He's off. He's gone. We got about $1 million in cap space. Little over $1 million. I know it was hard getting rid of him, but there's no way we could have signed him. And even if we did, we didn't have room. Let me check the trade block, see if there's anything like good. I mean, no, what am I doing? We don't need anything. We really don't need anything. And there's actually a few prospects we could move for like third round picks this season. Like we could stack our draft picks this season by moving prospects we don't need anymore. We have a lot of them. I mean, now we have a second round pick. We don't have our own second round pick. We can get 2 or 3 seconds, or just group them all together, get a first. We'll see how it comes towards that time of year. And this team is definitely another playoff team. We are another playoff team, guys. We're going to edit scout assignment because I didn't scout anywhere yet. We're scout the queue for forwards for let's scout for a month. I'm going to try to do a month for each of these and then go everywhere else for a week and then come back to these. Because it seems like when I scout, I've been having a hard time. Is there any way like we can see like who's projected to go anywhere? List all scouted players? No. Okay. So there's no way you can like predict who's going to go first, second, or third. I wish there was, but there's not. There's no way to do that. That's understandable, though. Then is anyone still in free agency? Surprisingly, like any big players, like besides Cosmochuk, because I'm sure Carolina's going to resign him. No, really nobody. What else was I going to? Oh, I got to redo the budget and everything. I got to do the budgets and stuff like that. Captains are basically going to remain the same. They should be, if not the same. I hate how they automatically change captains themselves. I'm going to try to keep them the same. Shifley, Dustin Byfuglien, and why is Vlasic captain? No. Oh my God, just because Dustin Byfuglien wasn't signed. Not Dustin Byfuglien, Blake Wheeler. Blake Wheeler is going to remain our captain. Dustin Byfuglien and Mark Shifley. That's going to stay the way it is. Now, maybe this offseason we move Tyler Myers. I know it sounds crazy, but we can do that because Josh Morrissey is going to want that ice time. So we can actually do that in this offseason. I got to manage the budget. And hopefully I still can because it's been screwing us over the past few seasons. We've been running out of money. Haven't been able to do crap. I hope we can still change it. No, we can't change it. When can we change it? Okay, guys, I'm going to end the video here. If you did enjoy, press that like button down below. Comment anything you guys think I should have done in the offseason. I feel like we don't need to do anything or make any more moves. We can probably trade some prospects for some draft picks in the offseason. But anyways, here's something I want to bring to you guys. We can move to a different location if you guys want. We can propose relocation. I know Winnipeg wouldn't move anywhere, but it's a small market size. Maybe we should go after another Stanley Cup before we do. We don't necessarily want to be a brand new team before we relocate, like before we win another cup. We only won 1 cup with Winnipeg, but we did win Winnipeg a cup. So maybe if you guys would like to relocate, we can. So, I mean, it's only some interest in relocation. It's not like he's willing to move now, but he's some. Maybe he would consider that, okay, maybe we move to a bigger market. So if you guys do think that's something we can do, comment down below, and yeah, we'll do that. So, anyways, if you guys did enjoy, press that like button down below. Comment any other ideas, as I said before. If you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to do so to catch these Winnipeg Jets videos all the time. I love making these. And I'll see you guys in a regular season game play after the preseason. You guys know what I mean. See you guys in the next video. We're back from the dead.